CCMA blood pressure quiz questions. Question 1. Which Joint Commission National Patient Safety Goal is listed? Option A. Follow advanced directives. Option B. Create disaster plan. Option C. Comply with ADA. Option D. Identify patients correctly. The correct answer is option D. Identify patients correctly. Identify patients correctly is correct. This National Patient Safety Goal emphasizes the critical importance of accurately identifying patients to ensure their safety during treatment and care processes. Question 2. Prescription refills can be requested through which secure website feature? Option A. DR reporting site. Option B. Patient portal. Option C. Electronic prescribe. Option D. Personal health records. The correct answer is option B. Patient portal. The patient portal is a secure online platform that allows patients to manage their healthcare needs. Question 3. A medical assistant collects height and weight measurements for a patient. Which of the following types of information has the assistant collected? Option A. Objective. Option B. Subjective. Option C. Family history. Option D. Social history. The correct answer is option A. Objective. Objective information has been collected by the medical assistant. Question 4. A medical assistant approaches a patient with a blood pressure cuff and a stethoscope. The patient rolls up their sleeve and positions their arm. Which of the following types of consent has the patient given? Option A. Expressed. Option B. Verbal. Option C. Implied. Option D. Informed. The correct answer is option C. Implied. The patient has given implied consent. Implied consent occurs when a patient's actions suggest agreement to a procedure even without verbal or written confirmation. Question 5. Influenza is which type of disease? Option A. Communicable. Option B. Hereditary. Option C. Degenerative. Option D. Autoimmune. The correct answer is option A. Communicable. Communicable is correct because influenza, commonly known as the flu, is caused by viruses that can easily spread from person to person, making it a highly contagious illness. Question 6. Manufacturer recommends storing unopened insulin. Option A. Room temp. Option B. Refrigerator. Option C. Direct sunlight. Option D. Freezer. The correct answer is option B. Refrigerator. Insulin should be stored in a refrigerator to maintain its potency and effectiveness. Question 7. If lab results are outside reference range, the MA should: Option A. Give provider directed instructions. Option B. Refer to office manager. Option C. Notify provider. Option D. Schedule repeat. The correct answer is option C. Notify provider. Notify provider is correct because when laboratory results fall outside the reference range, it is crucial for the medical assistant MA to promptly notify the provider to ensure appropriate follow-up actions. Question 8. To show empathy to a newly diagnosed breast cancer patient, the MA should: Option A. Listen to the patient. Option B. Reassure the patient. Option C. Offer advice. Option D. Question the patient. The correct answer is option A. Listen to the patient. Listen to the patient is correct. Listening to the patient is a fundamental way to show empathy as it allows the patient to express their feelings and concerns in a supportive environment. Question 9. During a first virtual visit, the patient cannot hear the provider. What should the MA advise? Option A. Check your speakers. Option B. Check your microphone. Option C. Check your Wi-Fi. Option D. Check your camera. The correct answer is option A. Check your speakers. Check your speakers is correct. The medical assistant should advise the patient to check their speakers to resolve the issue of not being able to hear the provider during a virtual visit. Question 10. Which of the following equipment is used to administer medication via nebulizer for a pediatric patient? Option A. Nasal cannula. Option B. Face mask. Option C. Peak flow meter. Option D. Spirometer. The correct answer is option B. Face mask. Face mask is used to administer medication via nebulizer for a pediatric patient. Question 11. Which control substance schedule shows low moderate physical dependence? Option A. Schedule I. Option B 2. Option C 3. Option D 4. The correct answer is option C 3. Schedule 3 shows low moderate physical dependence. Question 12. Insurance may deny a claim if option A prior op obtained, option B medical necessity met, option C allowable charge met, option D service before effective date. The correct answer is option D, service before effective date. Service before effective date is correct because insurance policies typically specify an effective date when coverage begins. Question 13. Highest priority specimen designation is option A express, option B ASA, option C stat, option D urgent. The correct answer is option C, stat. In medical and laboratory settings, stat indicates that a specimen or action is required immediately, reflecting the utmost urgency in patient care or testing. Question 14. An acre shows regular HR 180 per minute. The MA recognizes option A atrial flutter, option B tachycardia, option C bradycardia, option D ventricular fibrillation. The correct answer is option B, tachycardia. Tachycardia is correct because a heart rate of 180 beats per minute is significantly above the normal resting range, indicating tachycardia. Question 15. Extraneous marks that interfere with AGRE tracing interpretation are called option A glitches, option B smears, option C artifacts, option D lines. The correct answer is option C, artifacts. Artifacts are unwanted alterations in the AGRE tracing that can obscure the true electrical activity of the heart, leading to potential misinterpretation of the data. Question 16. Which of the following conditions is a cause for specimen rejection for a routine urinalysis? Option A urine specimen volume is 6 ml. Option B urine specimen temperature is 23 degrees C 73.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Option C urine specimen container is missing a preservative. Option D urine specimen is amber and turbid. The correct answer is option A. Urine specimen volume is 6 ml. Urine specimen volume is 6 ml. For a routine urinalysis, the minimum accepted specimen volume is typically around 10 ml. Question 17. A medical assistant is preparing for a procedure that can potentially expose them to body fluids. Which of the following actions should the assistant take before donning the personal protective equipment? Option A don surgical mask, option B wash hands, option C don hair cover, option D disinfect patient's skin. The correct answer is option B, wash hands. Wash hands. Hand hygiene is the most critical step in preventing the transmission of infections, especially before any procedure that may expose the medical assistant to body fluids. Question 18. Which control substance schedule shows low viro moderate physical dependence? Option A Schedule I, option B 2, option C 3, option D 4. The correct answer is option C 3. Schedule 3 substances are classified as having a lower potential for abuse compared to Schedules I and II, and they are associated with moderate physical dependence. Question 19. Which question gathers subjective data during intake? Option A. What are your symptoms? Option B. What meds do you take? Option C. What is your job? Option D. What insurance do you have? The correct answer is option A. What are your symptoms? What are your symptoms is correct because this question collects subjective data as it requires the patient to describe their personal experience of symptoms, which may vary significantly from one individual to another. Question 20. Which acronym guides fire extinguisher use? Option A BLS, option B RAISE, option C SDS, option D PASS. The correct answer is option D, PASS. PASS stands for pull in, squeeze and sweep, and it provides a straightforward method for effectively using a fire extinguisher in an emergency situation. Question 21. After covering a surgical wound with gauze, tell the patient to remove the bandage after. Option A 1H, option B 12H, option C 24H, option D 48H. The correct answer is option D, 48H. It is generally recommended that a surgical wound dressing should remain intact for at least 48 hours to allow for proper healing and to minimize the risk of infection. Question 22. For persistent swollen lymph nodes, which referral should the MA schedule? Option A, gastroenterologist. Option B, family provider. Option C, immunologist. Option D, otolaryngologist. The correct answer is option C, immunologist. Immunologist is correct. Swollen lymph nodes can indicate various underlying conditions including infections or immune disorders. Question 23. A patient is scheduled for an orthopedic consultation. The medical assistant should ensure the health record includes which of the following? Option A, urinalysis results. Option B, radiology report. Option C, tympanometry measurements. Option D, lipid panel. The correct answer is option B, radiology report. Radiology report. The health record for an orthopedic consultation should include a radiology report as it provides essential information about the patient's musculoskeletal system, including any fractures, joint issues, or other relevant conditions that may require orthopedic evaluation. Question 24. Which genetic disease lacks a clotting factor? Option A, Fragile X. Option B, albinism. Option C, hemophilia. Option D, PKU. The correct answer is option C, hemophilia. Hemophilia is the genetic disease that lacks a clotting factor. Question 25. Which record can multiple organizations access? Option A, EHAL. Option B, patient portal. Option C, fee. Option D, patient health record. The correct answer is option A, EHAL. An electronic health record (EHR) is a comprehensive digital version of a patient's paper chart that is accessible by multiple healthcare organizations.